Welcome to King Said So, Africa's one land, one language, one currency, one army on King Said So. Africans can unite. Your Pan-Africanist podcast. Enjoy.
Black Heart, the Hustle Continua. 100% good quality t-shirts, made to inspire your goals and dreams. T-shirts are now available at an affordable price. Place your order now. 068-473-6908. Instagram at Black7576. Facebook page Black Heart.
To all my African brothers and sisters from all around the world, welcome back to King Says So. I'm your host, King053, Mr. Easy Imali Enengi, and we're back at it again with another one. And this time around, we go to UNISA, where the former, how do I describe this guy? The former white privilege protector, president of South Africa, Thabo Mbheki, had a lecture there. And with this lecture, of course, he did not waste any time to decampaign Jacob Zuma, to try and discredit Jacob Zuma, to try and throw some mud and some shade on Jacob Zuma and his newly formed party, MK Party. Now, this is what the ANC has focused on doing. They have led out to attack Umkhonto weSizwe left and right because they believe that Umkhonto weSizwe is their biggest threat. And I'm asking myself, why are they overlooking the EFF? Huh? For me, it's like the ANC is more worried about Umkhonto weSizwe and Jacob Zuma. If Jacob Zuma is going to be on the ballot, if Jacob Zuma is going to be the president, they are more worried on those people and overlooking the EFF. You guys go on the comment section and tell me if you're getting the same feeling. But I think they are making a big mistake by overlooking Julius Malema and his crew to come and focus on Jacob Zuma. Rightfully so, they should focus on Jacob Zuma. But I think the manner in which they are trying to do it, they are trying to kill his legacy. But in a way, they are making people who are following Umkhonto weSizwe love Umkhonto weSizwe even more. I mean, the former president says that Jacob Zuma was there to kill SARS, destroy SARS and ESCOM, and, try to make Jacob Zuma a laughingstock. Listen to this.
One of the people who played a leading role in the effort to destroy SARS was the President of the Republic of South Africa. That's a strange conclusion. Fortunately, I was not president at the time. The Zono Commission says, in terms of all of the evidence that we've received, one of the things that stands out is that the President of the Republic made certain that he was one of the leading people in terms of the SARS processes and in terms of the ESCOM processes. It's in the Zondo Commission report, it's in the public domain. And yet again, we have this strange phenomenon. Comrade President, that what I'm now saying about what the Zondo Commission says about who was responsible for this attempt to destroy SARS includes the President of the Republic. That is new news. And of course, you know who the President was. And it says so in black and white, Jacob Zuma was part of the leadership in the process of destroy SARS.
Now, when it comes to Jacob Zuma, the SARS issue, the ESCOM issue, Zondo Commission, the nonsense that was happening there, the question then you then ask, if Jacob Zuma then stopped being the president in 2018, Cyril Ramaphosa came and became the state president, what happened since then? Is Jacob Zuma still destroying SARS? Is Jacob Zuma still destroying ESCOM till today? Did Jacob Zuma employ Andre the Raider? Did Jacob Zuma employ Blade Mzimane back into Minister of Higher Education? Did Jacob Zuma employ Pravin Gordhan? What are you guys talking about? Like, about Thabo Mbheki, they are trying so much to kill Jacob Zuma's legacy. They are trying so much. And Tina Velu, Thabo Mbheki, we don't respect him. Thabo Mbheki will never get proper respect from African people. Only the better slave masters. Like I've always tell you, the slave masters that stay in the slave master's house, they look at us differently because they've got a better job, they've got a degree, a diploma, they've got a master, so they are more educated, so they think. They are very educated but very little informed. They are very informed as to what is happening in our country. So they laugh. You can hear the people laughing in the background when Thabo Mbheki speaks about Jacob Zuma. It's a laughing stock. We will see who's going to laugh at the end. We will see. Thabo Mbheki did nothing for African people. In fact, he's the one who what do they call that paper? Is it the white paper? When they wrote him to say, listen, you need to make sure that you transform ESCOM and build more power stations. And he said, no, we want to privatize, have a privatized partnership with ESCOM and private people so that ESCOM can grow. He did not want to build power stations back then. I think this was in 1990. When was it? 2001, 2099, somewhere there. Don't quote me on the year. So he speaks about Umkhonto weSizwe and how Jacob, you know what, Thabo Mbheki, including. These guys are trying so much. Yo, listen to this.
I'm saying in that context of what's been happening in the country, how do we understand the breakaways? Or just take the MK party. You can't say I remain a member of the ANC, but I support a party which is going to campaign to defeat the ANC. That doesn't make sense. One of those two things is wrong. So in terms of these breakaways from the ANC, take that breakaway. You can understand it. It is led by the same people who tried to destroy SARS.
Mbeki has...
when someone leaves your company and starts another company to fight against your company, or someone leaves your party, whatever the case can be, and the more matured person who is more experienced would say, listen, I wish Jacob Zuma all the best in the party that he's having. I respect the decision. I may not respect the decision he's making, but I'm wishing all the best. But my focus is here in the ANC, and we are staying in the ANC to grow the ANC and better the ANC. But Thabo Mbheki tries so much to make himself look good than all the other presidents in South Africa. Because he took South Africa as a company that must run perfectly for white monopoly capitalists, and then it must be a good economical machine. And he did good in that regard. But when we look at things from the Pan-Africanist eye, we say this president was a true puppet of white monopoly capitalists. It started there. That was state capture started during his time. And Nelson Mandela time. They were captured, those people, because they did not want to touch white monopoly money, white monopoly mines, white monopoly anything. They did not want to touch it. So they themselves were captured by the Rupert and also by these Guptas that they are claiming they did not know them. All of a sudden they did not know Antonio. So he is just good in attacking Jacob Zuma, because that's what they are saying they're going to do. Try to discredit this man up until the election, try to frustrate him with the court dates, try to do anything in their power to make people hate Jacob Zuma, not knowing what they are doing. They are making us love Jacob Zuma even more. Huh? You guys go in the comment section and tell me if I'm right or wrong. There is a deep hatred that Cyril Ramaphosa and Jacob Zuma has for Cyril Ramaphosa and Thabo Mbheki has for Jacob Zuma, and vice versa. You can see that Jacob Zuma also does not like those two. But you don't see Jacob Zuma spending time speaking about Thabo Mbheki. You don't hear him, because the fight for him is not between him and Thabo Mbheki. It's between the now ANC of Cyril Ramaphosa and MK. And like he always said, he is there to weaken the ANC below 50%. And if the ANC does not win this court case and try to create anarchy by taking off MK from the ballot, the ANC is not going to see 50% with MK out there. The ANC is not even threatened about the EFF anymore. They don't know what they are overlooking another bullet that is coming. Yo. Now they are saying some company, the research of the Institution of Race Relations has broken down the democracy of South Africa into 3 terms, where the first term was 94 to I think 2009, and then the second term was from 2009 up until 2022, and then the third term that we are currently in now. And he's saying, listen, Jacob Zuma is the reason why everything is falling apart. Listen to this.
Mbeki has quoted a research report by the Institute for Race Relations, which unpacks South Africa's 30 years of democracy in 3 epochs. The second era, which is from 2008, speaks of the start of a decline after a period of a growing economy.
We didn't drop the ball, but somebody else intervened to produce the negative result, assisted by people within our ranks who in fact were not part of us. They wore the same t-shirts.
The former president says, in hindsight, he shouldn't have apologized for the load shedding in 2008 because a later investigative report, which was not released, indicated that there might have been sabotage at the power stations, where indicators that coal was running low were ignored by managers.
It is so funny to me. It is only during Jacob Zuma's time where we blame the president. Have you guys noticed that? During Mandela's time, we don't say anything about land, liberation of our people, because Mandela was so perfect. The parliament back then, the parliament that was joining with other people, other parties, a rubbish nonsense parliament. Nothing was wrong with that. Thabo Mbeki's time, ANC was so good, economy was doing. Nobody is blaming him for not bringing back the land with the 2/3 majority. Nobody is blaming him for not changing the constitution to favor black people. It is only during Zuma's time where we can point fingers. They don't blame the ANC, but blame one man. Have you guys noticed that? During Cyril Ramaphosa's time, everything has been decaying to a point where SOEs are not working, and there is nothing that is working under Cyril Ramaphosa. But we should not blame Cyril, we should blame the ANC, the organization, to take priority over the one person. But during Jacob Zuma's time, let's not blame the organization, let's blame Jacob Zuma. Do you see the foolishness of that, what is happening here in this country? Hi, I'm a politician, serious. My goodness, why did I decide to report on politics? My God, so much work. But I'm telling you, I can't wait, man. 29 March is too far, man. 29 May is too far. I can't wait to see the results or on how South Africans are going to vote. I'm not going to be disappointed. I think in my mind I have a picture on what direction South Africa is going to go. But I can't wait to see the reaction of the ANC. And like I said, I don't even see Cyril Ramaphosa, even if he wins, I don't see him finishing 2026 as state president. I see him stepping down and saying, guys, thank you, but no thank you. I can see that happening, and that will be the end of the ANC if the end of the ANC does not come sooner, as in on the 29th of May. But for me, I'm telling you, I'm so disappointed with Thabo Mbheki. Not really disappointed, it's expected. He's a puppet of white monopoly capitalists. So everything he's going to say is to blame Jacob Zuma and also uplift himself and Cyril Ramaphosa and the ANC, and to say, no, during my term, ANC did great, but during Zuma's term, everything fall apart. And I'm saying, Cyril Ramaphosa is 5 years deep in. What? He can't fix one thing. If Jacob Zuma broke everything, he can't fix even one thing. In 5 years. Come on, Buffett, wake up, Buffett. Let's wake up. Let's just wake up. Anyway, thank you so much for tuning in. Click the subscribe button, guys. Make sure that you are always hitting that bell icon so you can be informed every time we drop a video. Thank you to our supporters. Thank you for our subscribers. We are almost on that 20K. That 20K, wow. Almost there, guys. Thank you so much. The growth of the company. The growth of the YouTube channel. I'm thinking of business now. The growth of the YouTube channel is really, it's really humbling. Thank you so much for all of you who are formal members of the channel, making your monthly 20 Rand contribution, 100 Rand contribution. I cannot tell you how much that helps. And Abu Babo from America, who are sending money for microphones and cameras, they want to see the channel grow and the channel doing better. So I appreciated that so much. So it's free to click the subscribe button. It's free to click the share button and share it on your WhatsApp status and share it on your Twitter or Facebook, wherever you want to share these videos. Please feel free to spread the word of Pan-Africanism in the space where you operate. Until we meet next time, don't forget to pray. And after you pray, African child, stand up, do your best so that God can do the rest. Peace in Pan-Africanism. I salute you.